Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about the British foreign aid budget and some cuts that have been made to that, which I completely welcome, but other people are very unhappy about. But just before we get to that, can I ask you to take a moment, please? Go in the description below and follow me over on Brand New Tube. You'll find lots of exclusive content over there on topics we're not allowed to cover over here. So anyway, foreign aid. Let's just put this up, and as you can see, the media breathlessly reports charities call 500 million cut. A tragic blow, a tragic blow, and this relates, as you can see here, to the fact that according to Save the Children and Oxfam, both pretty deplorable organizations, by the way, they're crying about the fact that what they call humanitarian assistance has been reduced by $500 million. And the Foreign Secretary, as you can see, Dominic Raab, has said the changes reflect a strategic shift in UK aid spending. He also, get this, he also said the 18 million we've been given China, remember the global predator, will be reduced to just under $1 billion. Oh, right. So we're going to give almost £1 billion, £1 billion to a country which gifted the world the Wu flu. That's interesting. Now, of course, this all relates to the fact that, and as you can see in the next paragraph here, following the economic shock caused by the government's response to coronavirus, to be precise, Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor, he cut foreign aid budget from the arbitrary 0.7 to 0.5, which is about 4 billion less shaved off that which we send overseas. And the Foreign Office here, which it controls about 80% of that spending. And so the Foreign Office has basically been working within the restraints put on its spending by the Chancellor. He goes on to say here as well, let's have a look. More than 1 billion will be spent on COVID and global health. Why are we spending any money on COVID issues outside of the UK? Don't understand that. $500 million on tackling climate change. Well, that's putting it up against the wall, isn't it? And then 400 million being spent on getting girls into education. Why is that our issue? I'm not at all sure. And then we read down the usual crying here. Here's a crying from Christian Aid and Care International. It's a tragic blow for many of the world's most marginalized people the UK once supported. Hey, listen, Christian Aid and Care International. UK's primary responsibility is towards the people of the United Kingdom. Charity begins at home. And I'll tell you what, if people as individuals want to send money overseas, that's fine by me, no issues. But for the government to take our taxes and then splash them in the way that Christian Aid and Care International and Oxfam and the rest of these poverty hustlers want is completely unacceptable. And again, we have Kevin Watkins here. We have Kevin, Chief Executive of Save the Children. Gosh, Kevin, some people might say Save the Children needs saved from Save the Children. Accuses the government of making cuts with no consideration for the human harm they will cause after reducing aid in Yemen. Heads up, Kevin Watkins. What happens in Yemen ain't my concern. Yemen is Yemen's biggest humanitarian crisis. And so it goes. It goes on the usual kind of left-wing bleating about all of this. Here's a punchline on this one. The correct percentage for the foreign aid budget is 0. We should not be spending 1 penny, sending it overseas. All UK taxes should be best deployed on helping the people of the United Kingdom, the vulnerable people, the people at need. There's lots of things we could do. The fact that we're still sending the likes of China, the communist regime in China, which has done everything possible to devastate the global economy, we're sending it almost $1 billion. It's like staggering. And yet that's considered fine. And the fact that we're not supporting, women's education in Yemen, well, whoop-dee. I don't care about women's education in Yemen. But if others do, then please feel free to send your money to Yemen or to whichever charity purports to be dealing with that. My objection is with government putting its hand into the collective wallet of the UK taxpayer and taking out all these billions and then splashing them around the world and saying how virtuous they are. That's the problem. Stop all foreign aid right now. And if charity should absolutely begin and end at home. If you want to support it, you feel free to support it. But government has no right in spending any money outside of the UK on any charity in quotation marks. And I hope you would agree with me in that. If you don't, or maybe you do, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch up with you folks real soon.